Galaxy Note 7 front panel leaks reveal that there are more changes galore. We get the final details of what Android N is going to be, and NBC has decided to make VR a thing of the present with the Olympics. I'm Jaime Rivera, and today my daughter turns 10 years old, so join me in saying happy birthday to Sophia. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin again with deals, just like we saw TMo Tuesdays. AT&T's Thank You application, AT&T Thanks, is now available. And even though the scheme of this application is pretty much the same as TMo Tuesdays, the difference here is that, for example, you get free tickets to the movies today, but the problem is you're forced to take a friend. Like if you were forced to be able to pick up your pizza on TMo if you take a friend. It's kind of weird, but it's there. Another interesting official news, if you're currently holding a Galaxy S something in addition to a Gear VR, NBC has just decided to make the Olympics cool and kind of futuristic, as there are 85 hours of availability of VR content that will be streamed for you, again, if you've got the right gear. This is rather interesting, as VR has taken forever to take off. Facebook has launched 360 photos, in addition to other options, and it still doesn't. Maybe this will be the deal. We'll see. Now let's move the spotlight over to BlackBerry. We have been covering the rumors of the company working on a more affordable couple of devices to launch with its version of Android. The Priv was definitely not the cheapest one, and now we hear about the BlackBerry Neon. And what's cool about this device is, number one, the leaked back doesn't look so bad. Number two, it's made by TCL. For those of you that don't know, Alcatel is pretty much owned by TCL. So we do love that hardware, meaning this phone is pretty much going to be hot if it's designed that way. Let's continue with the rumors of the Galaxy Note 7. We have been covering a ton of these, and there are more to come. Now we've got some leaked fronts, and it's actually being compared with the Galaxy S7 Edge. We noticed that, number one, we've got a curved display. Number two, there is an extra slot for what we assume to be the iris scanner. Number three, the fingerprint scanner is oval. So those rumors of the patent for the circular fingerprint scanner are definitely not going to happen. This is pretty much just a larger or a newer version of the Galaxy Note lineup that's not going to bring much innovation in design, but still, it's curved. That's going to be hot. And finally, the very hot news today have to do with Google. The company has finally announced the final name for Android. And this is interesting. They actually use Snapchat just to tell you how much Google doesn't really use its own streaming services. So yeah, it's going to be called Android Nougat. Because the whole tradition of pastries continues. For some reason, I don't understand why Google just doesn't continue with Android N. Android N on its own was cool, but Nougat is decent. It leads me to the question of today, which is obvious. What do you think about the name Nougat? Do you think that it's cool enough, or do you think that Google should finally move away from pastries? I don't know, call it Cats, Mountains, or whatever you could think of? Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion, because mine is kind of mixed. I'd call it beer. Friends, you know the way it goes. If you want to get the news earlier before the video was filmed, follow us on Pocketnow.com and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. You can also catch our videos on vessel.com/pocketnow, and follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.